Letters to the Lost by Iona Grey. Narrated by Avita Jay. Prologue. Maine, February 2011. The house is at its most beautiful in the mornings. He designed it to be that way, with wide, wide windows which stretch from floor to ceiling to bring in the sand and the ocean and the wide, wide sky. In the mornings the beach is empty and clean, a page on which the day is yet to be written, and the sunrise over the Atlantic is a daily miracle he always feels honoured to witness. He never forgets how different it could have been. There are no curtains in the house, nothing to shut out the view. The walls are white, and they take on the tint of the light, pearly pale or pink as the inside of a seashell, or the rich, warm gold of maple syrup. He sleeps little these days, and mostly he is awake to see the slow spread of dawn on the horizon. Sometimes he comes to suddenly, feeling that familiar touch on his shoulder. "Lieutenant, it's 4:30 a.m., and you're flying today." A circle is closing. The finger tracing it on the misted glass is slowly coming around to the top again, to the point where it all began. The memories are with him almost constantly now, their colours fresh, voices vivid, dawns of long ago. The smell of oil and hot metal, the plaintive, primitive thrum of engines on the flight line, and a red ribbon on a map. "Today, gentlemen, your target is..." It is such a long time ago. Almost a lifetime. It is the past, but it doesn't feel like it's over. The ribbon is stretching across the ocean outside his window, beyond the distant horizon, to England. The letter lies amid the bottles of pills and sterile needle packs on the nightstand beside him. Its familiar address as evocative as a poem. A love song. He has waited too long to write it. For years he has tried to reconcile himself to how things are and to forget how they should have been. But as the days dwindle and the strength ebbs out of him, he sees that this is impossible. The things that are left behind are the things that matter, like rocks exposed by the retreating tide. And so he has written, and now he is impatient for the letter to begin its journey into the past. Chapter 1. London, February 2011. It was a nice part of London, respectable, affluent. The shops that lined the street in the villagey centre were closed and shuttered, but you could tell they were posh, and there were restaurants, so many restaurants, their windows lit up like widescreen TVs showing the people inside. People who were too well-mannered to turn and gawp at the girl running past on the street outside. Not running for fitness, wearing lycra and headphones and a focused expression, but messily, desperately, with her short skirt riding up to her knickers and her unshod feet splashing through the greasy puddles on the pavement. She'd kicked off her stupid shoes as she left the pub, knowing she wouldn't get far wearing them. Platform stilettos, the 21st century equivalent of a ball and chain. At the corner, she hesitated, chest heaving. Across the road was a row of shops with an alleyway at the side. Behind, the pounding echo of feet. She ran again, seeking out the dark. There was a backyard with bins. A security light exploded above her, glittering on broken glass and ragged bushes beyond a high wooden gate. She let herself through, wincing and whimpering as the ground beneath her feet changed from hard tarmac to oozing earth that seeped through her sodden tights. Up ahead, there was the glimmer of a streetlight. It gave her something to head towards. She pushed aside branches and emerged into a narrow lane. It was flanked on one side by garages and the backs of houses, and by a row of plain terraced cottages on the other. She swung round, her heart battering against her ribs. If he followed her down there, there would be nowhere to hide. No one to see. The The windows of the houses glowed behind.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?